Hello, everyone. Good evening for all of you. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Ahmed Gad. I am a pharmacist from Egypt and the founder of PETC. Today, we will have a session about the introduction to the KAPS exam. We will know everything about the KAPS exam, the structure of the exam itself, the content and the syllabus of the exam, and how can we prepare for the exam. This introduction is recorded, so we can listen to it later on if you want. Also, I'll make all of you mute. And if you have any question, please raise your hand and ask. And finally, at the end, I will open the discussion and give you the opportunity to ask about everything you want at the end of this lecture. Okay? This session will be about maximum 1 hour, not more than that. Let's start. Firstly, what is the KAPS exam? The KAPS means what? Or what will we do? The KAPS exam is the exam for knowledge assessment of pharmacist science. The word KAPS for knowledge assessment of pharmacist science examination. This exam is the first step in registration as a pharmacist in Australia and also in New Zealand. It tests your knowledge of basic pharmaceutical sciences as they related to practicing in Australia. This is an important point. The relation between the exam and the practice. Here, they asked about questions related to the practice. So, we should put this point in our mind when we study. Here we can select the information that help us in the practice so that we can expect that this information will come in the exam. Okay, we don't study just for studying, but we study the parts that related to the practice. Okay, this will be an important point in some specific topics, especially the chemistry topic. I will show how later on. What about the structure of the exam? The exam is formed of 2 papers. It consists of 200 questions delivered over 2 papers. Each paper of 2 hours long. So each paper contains 100 questions, multiple choice question. You should finish it within 2 hours or 60 minutes. 120 minutes for each paper. In between, there is a 60-minute optional break. So you will go to the first paper. You will take 2 hours in the first paper. Then you will take an optional break for 1 hour. Then you can go to the second paper for 2 hours also. All questions are multiple choice questions with only one correct answer. Okay, it is closed book exam. This means that you cannot bring any printed hand written references, materials. The only allowed material with you, 2 things, your ID and your own calculator. Okay, those are the only allowed documents or only allowed items with you in the exam. They will provide you with a pen and paper. Okay, otherwise, there is nothing allowed with you in the exam. Let us see the composition of each paper, which is important for us. As I mentioned, we have 2 papers. Paper 1 formed of 2 main topics. And paper 2 also formed of 2 main topics. Under each topic, there is a there are some subtopics. The paper 1 formed of pharmacology and physiology, which represents about 70% of the paper. So if the paper formed of 100 questions, about approximately 70 questions related to this topic, the pharmacology and physiology. The second topic is chemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry, which represent about 30% of the paper. So here we have two topics in paper 1. The pharmacology and physiology, which represent about 70%, pharmaceutical chemistry, which represent about 30%. Also, paper 2 formed of two main topics, the therapeutics, which represent about 70%, while pharmaceutics, which represent about 30%. What is the importance of that? This is the weight of each topic. But take care about something. We will explain it later on after some slides. The passing record. How can they calculate the passing record? Okay. Before that, let us see the subtopics in each paper. For paper 1, as I mentioned, we have pharmacology, physiology, the first topic, and chemistry as the second topic. The chemistry and physiology, biochemical pharmacology, systemic pharmacology, chemotherapy, it is included in paper 1, toxicology or the clinical toxicology, pathophysiology, general physiology. Those are the subtopics of the physiology and pharmacology. About the chemistry, they will ask about the organic chemistry, the stereochemistry, okay, the physical and inorganic chemistry. The question here, do we need to study everything about organic chemistry, for example? The answer is no. We will focus on the organic chemistry part that related to our practice. It's not important to know the synthesis of alkane. How can we synthesize alkane or alkenes, or what are the reactions of them with other organic compounds? It's not important for us. It's not affecting our knowledge about the practice of pharmacy. But it is important to know the biochemical reactions, the reaction in the body, the metabolic reactions of them. So we need to know the organic compounds, its nomenclature, their classes, and the reaction types of them. Okay. Stereochemistry, also the part that reflect our knowledge about the practice. Physical and organic chemistry, analytical chemistry, biochemistry, structure activity relationship, which is the most important topic related to the chemistry. How can we identify the structure? How can we make a relation between the structure and the drug group? Okay. Medical or medicinal chemistry and drug metabolism. All of them are present under the topic of chemistry, which represent about 30% of this paper. Let us see the content of paper 2. Paper 2, pharmaceutics and therapeutics. So we need to know the physical pharmacy. We need to know the biopharmaceutics. We need to know pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics, an important topic also. Pharmaceutical microbiology, formulations, different formulations, and the excipients that present in those formulations, dosage forms, including extemporaneous preparation. What about the therapeutics, which is the biggest topic in the paper 2? calculation, which is one of the very important topics related to the exam and also related to our course. The main problem with calculation, or the main issue with calculation, is how to calculate and solve the calculation problems within 1 minute, because it will consume your time if you don't do that, and they will affect the other questions. So we will learn how can we calculate, how can we finish the calculation problem within the fast period, within 1 minute or maximum 1.5 minutes, by a simplest way of calculation. Posology and dosage determination, medicine choice, the drug of choice for different indications, surgical dressing, application and associated drug delivery system, adverse reaction of drugs, drug interactions, also drug information. Those are the topics of paper 2, plus the managing of minor ailments. This means that the OTC, over-the-counter products. Okay, this is under the topic of therapeutic in paper 2. Those are the different topics present in the KAPS exam. Now the question, how can we pass? This is important point because it will affect how can we study. If you know that each part is important, you should cover all parts. You should cover all topics. Okay, this is from the APC, or Australian Pharmacy Council website, the official website here. You must complete all questions in the paper or papers you set. Okay, not only complete the questions, they will not allow you to pass the question without any answer. So you should answer every questions. Okay, the main important point here, to pass the exam, you need to mark at least 50%, but 50% of what? In all subsections. In pharmaceutical chemistry, you should pass 50% of those questions. On pharmacology, also 50%. On pharmaceutics, also 50%. In therapeutics, 50%. This means that you should cover everything. Okay, suppose you are weak in a specific topic and you cancel it and reject it and then study it. It may affect your passing, even if you answer all other questions. So, to pass the exam, you need 50% at least for every topic you have in the exam. Okay? The next question, how can we prepare for that? How can we prepare for the KAPS exam? Okay. There are several methods for preparation. You can prepare by self-study. It's applicable. And many of the members study by themselves. But the most important problem here is your time. You don't know which information is important and which is not important. You don't know which source is important and which is not. Especially, we have a lot of sources present in all groups, everywhere. You will find a lot of sources with a huge number of information. Which of them is helping you and which is not? You don't know. So this is a wasting of time. If you need to ask about anything, you need a trusted source. It's an important point also, and a problem facing many of you if you have a self-study. Okay. Another way for preparation is to join our course. Here in the KAPS exam preparation course, we help you to focus on the most important topics, on the most important information related to the exam. So you will not waste your time in preparation or collecting the data, collecting the information, and see which of them is right and which is wrong, which is important and which is not important. Okay. We help you to focus on the exam, so you will not waste your time and help you to pass very easily. Let us see the preparation course for the KAPS exam from PTech. What are the composition of it? We produce 36 lectures. Those 36 lectures are live lectures conducted through Zoom meeting, like today's introduction. Okay, those sessions or lectures will be recorded. So you have the ability to listen to them at any time you want, not only in the live. If you don't have the time to attend the live, you can listen to them from the record, from the website, because you will have an account in the website. This account contains everything about the course, the 36 lectures records, also the PDF of them. Okay, so you can listen at any time to any lecture you want, either by attending it as a live, or you can listen to the record from the website. Not only that, after we finish the 36 lectures, we have a very powerful revision. This revision formed of 9 lectures. In this revision, we focus on the questions, on what we call recalls. Those recalls from the recent exams, the most recent exams in the last 2 or 3 years, especially the last exam, the last one. Okay, so the content of them about more than 1,000 MCQ, complete questions with 4 choices and the right answer with rationale. We will discuss the rationale of every question, not only direct you to the right answer without any rationale. Why we do that? Because in the last period, in the KAPS exam, they didn't focus on the recalls. They changed the questions. Recently, in the last 2 exams, a very huge number of new questions present, not only recalls, not only repeated questions. So we need to learn how can we solve the question, whatever it is. If they change the question, how can we deal with it? If you depend only on the recalls with the right answer without knowing the idea about it or the idea behind it, you have a problem. If the question change in the exam, you will not answer it, and you will not know how can you answer it. Okay, so here in the revision, we focus on this point. We will see the questions in the last exams and the rationale of answers, and how can we solve the question if it is changed. Okay, not only that, for each lecture from the 36 lectures, we have a questions after each one. Those questions also from the previous exams, which related to each lecture. And after each chapter, we have a test form of an average of 30 to 50 questions related to the content of the chapter. Okay. And at the end and before your exam, you can attend the mock test. This mock test is a test designed similar to the real exam, formed of 2 papers, each paper formed of 100 questions, and the distribution of the questions according to the topics of the paper 1 and paper 2. Okay. So it mimics the real exam. This mock test, in the last exam, your colleagues who attended this mock test and set the exam told me that the mock test is a very close to the real exam. They have many questions from the mock test in their exams. Okay, so it is an important one to attend. This will be at the end of the course and before we have the real exam. Those are the features of the course. Let us see the content. What about the 36 lectures? The content of them. Firstly, we will start with the introduction to the pharmacology. The first chapter will be introduction and CNS conditions. So, formed of 4 lectures. The first one will be introduction to the pharmacology and autonomic nervous system. Then we have other 3 lectures about different topics like schizophrenia, Parkinson's, mood disorders, and epilepsy, and other small topics. The second chapter will be about CVS, cardiovascular system, congestive heart failure, hyperlipidemia, arrhythmia, hypertension, thromboembolic diseases, in 4 lectures. Then the chemistry. We have 3 lectures about the chemistry. We will cover the chemistry in those lectures. We will talk about organic chemistry, stereochemistry, heterochemistry, and medicinal and structure. Medicinal chemistry and structures. Okay. Those are the content of the chemistry. We will learn how can we identify the structure by an easy way. Okay. The calculation in the chapter number 4, also formed of 3 lectures. We will cover everything about calculation. The most important thing here is how to solve the question within 1 minute or maximum 1.5 minutes. This is how we will do, or we practice about the calculation with several questions, either the questions from the real exams or another calculation problems that help us to practice. Okay. Then we have a chapter about pharmaceutical sciences composed of 5 lectures: pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamics, drug-drug interaction, and here we will learn how can we know the interaction even we didn't listen to it previously. Okay, so we will learn how can we identify the interaction even without knowing them previously, by expectation of this interaction. The pharmaceutics included in this chapter. Pharmaceutics formed of 2.5 lectures. We will study the different formulations, tablets, capsules, suppositories, sustained release, ointments, suspension, emulsion, parenteral preparations, everything related to the pharmaceutics and excipients used and problems facing the formulations, plus a half lecture about the physical pharmacy. An important topic also included in the exam and have many questions in the exam. Then we have a clinical toxicology. The next chapter will be about medicinal sciences. 3 lectures. We will learn about the anatomy, histology, and physiology, endocrine system and different hormones, and biochemistry and nutrition. Then the next chapter will be about microbiology and immunology. Microbiology and immunology is an important one. And in the last two exams, several questions included in the exam present in this chapter. 4 lectures, one of them about microbiology introduction, the types of bacteria, the causative organisms of different infective diseases. 1 lecture about the antibiotics, different antibiotics and classification of them, and most important characters of each. Another lecture about antifungal, antiprotozoal, and antiviral agents. And 1 important lecture about immunology, vaccination, and genetics. The topic of vaccination is one of the very important topics related to the exam. They focused on it in the last 2 or 3 exams. Then we have a big chapter, or I divided it into 2 chapters, each of them of 4 lectures, but the topics related to each other. Topics here, we study the pharmacology and therapeutics together. We study the otocoids, the pain management, different analgesics and different pain disorders, GI disorders, diabetes, asthma, renal diseases, hepatic diseases, chemotherapy, and gynecology. And the last one will be about OTC. We have 2 lectures about different conditions that can be be dispense and OTC products for them, like some dermatological conditions like acne, like sunscreens, like other conditions, eczema, allergic conditions, napkin rash, many conditions, the eye conditions, the ear, the dental conditions, the common cold and rhinitis, the constipation, the diarrhea, and other small topics means OTC products. Okay, finally, we will finish with the revision. The revision, as I mentioned, formed of 9 lectures. 4 of them are complete revision, complete lectures. Revision 1 for paper 1, revision 2 for paper 2, revision 3, mixed questions from both papers, and revision 4, which contain the most recent recalls from the last exam. Okay, so the coming version of the course contains the questions from November exam, last November 2023 exam. Okay, plus another 5 lectures, 5 small revision lectures. Each of them contain about 20 questions. Okay, and after we finish, we have the mock test, as I mentioned. How can we enroll? Some of you already enrolled the course and will start in the coming week. I will announce about the time of each lecture and the schedule of us in the coming version of this course. For the persons who didn't join us till now or enroll till now, how can they enroll? You can apply for the course from our website. This is the link to the website, www.newptech.com. So let us take a tour about the website and see the composition of it. Okay, so just okay. So let us take a tour about the website and see how can we register and how can we, if we register, how can we go to the course and how can we open the lectures, all of this. Okay. You see the screen now, the screen showing you the website, the first page, our home page of the website, okay? This is the home page, and this is the menu. This is the menu here of the website, the home page. You can choose the courses from here or from the list, browse courses. It will open this page. Then we need the KAPS exam, so we can press on browse now for KAPS exam courses. Okay, this list will be present for all courses present in our website. Today we are talking about the full course, which contain everything. The other courses are parts of the full course. So here you can attend the full course to contain everything. From view more or click on the course, it will direct you to the page of the course. If you enrolled, you will find this shape. If you don't or you didn't enroll yet, you will find the icon for purchasing the course or buying the course. So click on it to proceed for checkout. Then when you enroll, you will find this page, the overview and the curriculum. Curriculum is an important page in this course, which contain everything. Curriculum here formed of sections, as you see, different sections. The first one, these live lectures. If you press on it, it will direct you to this lecture, this page. Okay. Here you will find the schedule and the links of the coming lectures. Okay, so scroll down, you'll find the first lecture, lecture number 1, will be on the December 11 at 7 p.m. Sydney time or 11 a.m. Cairo time. Then you can view the event. From view, it will direct you to this page, and here you will find the link. The link will be here, or join via the link here. Okay, on the time of the lecture. So here, this lecture will be after 3 days and 23 hours, approximately 4 days. Okay, let's go back. So again, the course. From the curriculum. We saw the live lecture. The second section contains all PDFs. So you can download any of them. If you open it, you will find all the PDF of the course. Then the next sections, each one for different chapters. The first chapter here, the CNS. So this is the first lecture, Pharmacology Introduction. If you press on it, it will direct you to the lecture itself, and you'll find the videos. Here we have 2 videos, 2 records. The first one for English explanation, and the second one for Arabic explanation. Both of them are similar. Okay, so you can listen to the video at any time you want. Okay, this is about the courses in the website and how can we enroll. And if you enroll, how can we use the website in listening to our course or to the videos. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. You can go to the website and take a tour to the other options. You'll find some important topics in the study corner. So you can read them. They are interesting. Okay. So this is how can you enroll and how can you use the website. Now it's time for you. It is time for your question. If you have any question, any inquiry, anything related to the KAPS exam itself or related to the course, please don't hesitate to ask about it.
Hello, doctor. This is Gaurav.
Hello.
As you have mentioned, the latest two examination, all the papers having a new questions.
Yes.
So as you have said, we have to understand this logic behind it, but whether it is been covered in our course or in syllabus.
Yes, it is covered.
Okay, only the rational part we need to understand why it is happening like that.
It's important to understand the rationale in order to change. If the question changed, what you will do. So you need to understand the rationale.
All right. Okay? But everything will be covered in our topics.
Yes, yes.
Oh, good.
You will find a repeated questions. For sure, you'll find that. But the new questions in the last two exams are very huge number.
Okay.
Not new, completely new, but with the same concepts, with different statements. Okay, this is what I mean. Okay, so you should understand. And I depend on this point in the course, in explanation.
Sure.
Okay, and every lecture we will have, I will show you some questions present in the last exams and how can they ask. So you can understand the concepts and you can understand how they ask. Okay, this will help you to pass very easily.
Got it. Yeah, that's only one question I have.
Any other question?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Dr. Gad. I would like to ask if I want to take the exam on July 2024. When is the desirable time for me to enroll in your class?
We will start on the coming Monday. So it's a very suitable time for enrollment. We will have a very good time to study and to focus. We don't need a very huge effort, just 6 hours per week.
Yeah.
Only enough.
However, my eligibility certification is not yet recognized by the APC. So I'm still wondering, or maybe I'm still in limbo if I have to take the KAPS or not, since I'm not yet eligible. And then about the recalls, do you guys update those recall exams, since the most latest exam was November 2023? And then if I am to take the exam on July 2024, are we going to study the March 2023 recalls?
Okay, First question about the eligibility. The eligibility will take about 8 weeks from submitting your documents. If you submitted them already, you just wait. And
Okay.
for July exam, they didn't open the registration yet. So we
Yeah.
have enough time for submit your documents and waiting for the eligibility. And just when the registration opened, you can register for the exam. So we have
Okay.
enough time. The second question
Mhm.
about the recalls of the previous
Recalls.
exams. Okay. The website is updated, the recalls and revision updated exam by exam. So the coming revision, the directly coming revision will contain the questions from November exam. Then
All right.
when we have the revision for July, for sure, it will contain the questions present in March 2024.
All right.
Okay.
So if I enroll on Monday and
Mhm.
I will take the CAPS on July 2024, you will
Mhm.
also provide us the recalls on March 2024, right?
Sure, you will be updated every
All right.
exam with the new questions. Okay. And
Do we
you
have
will
to pay
have
extra for that one?
no extra
All
fees.
right, sir.
Your
Thank you so
access,
much, Dr. Gan.
you are welcome. Your access will be for 10 months. Those 10
Okay.
months include the coming March, the July, and even the coming November exam. All of them
Yes.
with the same fees, no extra fees needed. And you can attend any live lecture if you want. You can repeat the live lecture as you want.
Wow.
Through
Thank
this
you so much,
period,
Dr. Gan.
yeah, you can, through this period, through the 10 months, you can attend the revision for March, even if you are planning to attend the July. You can attend the
Okay.
revision for July. And also, if you are planning for November, you can attend the revision for November. Okay, so
Okay.
this is the
Thank you so much.
flexibility of the course administration.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, okay. Yes, Elson?
How are you, Doc?
Yeah, you're welcome. How are you?
Good, and you? I wanted to ask, after each exam,
Mhm.
are the candidates allowed to come out of the exam with the papers, or every material in terms of the questions, they remain in the exam center?
No, the questions remain in the exam center. The
Oh,
questions are computerized, so you don't take any paper with you either in or out.
okay.
They will provide you with
So,
a paper to write your notes inside the room of the exam room. And after you
oh,
finish the exam, they will take those notes. They will
oh,
not allow you to take any notes. The only
oh,
items that you should or you allowed to have in the exam room, 2 items: your ID and your calculator, your own calculator, nothing else.
okay. So in terms of the answers, we don't write them on paper. We do everything on the computer.
Yes, everything will be in the computer.
All right.
Through the revision, I'll show you what is the structure of the paper itself, how can we deal with the paper, and also in the mock test, help you to understand how can you deal with the paper or the technical parts of the exam. Okay, this will
Okay.
be included in the revision.
So I wanted to ask, is it possible for someone to only enroll for the revision part in the mock exam part, or you're supposed to pay
Yes,
for the
yes,
uh,
yes. If you go to the
okay.
website, you will find different types of courses. Those courses,
Oh,
all of them included in the main one, which I presented it today. So you can find many sections. You can find a specific course for chemistry. This is only for chemistry, but it is included in the main course. A specific course for calculation. Another one for pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. Another one for revision. Okay, another one for mock test. So you can pick what you want. If you want to
all right.
focus on specific one, you can do that. If you want everything, you can enroll for the complete or the full course, which include all of them.
Okay, I also wanted to ask, do candidates get a specific exam for themselves, or candidates will be sitting on the same day they get the same paper?
The exam all over the world is the same. The KAPS exam all over the world is the same exam, but it is not one model. They will distribute, I don't know the exact number of models, but I saw more than 10 models for this KAPS exam. So you may have your exam and your neighbor in the exam room having a completely different one, or the same exam with different distribution of questions. You have a question for pharmacology is question number 1. This question will be present in the paper of your neighbor as a question number 20, for example. Okay, so a random distribution of the questions in every paper. You will find sometimes some members saw that you will find some questions repeated in the same paper with different statements. This happened. Why? Because the distribution of the questions is randomly, and the computer itself will distribute the questions. So you may have 2 or 3 questions related to the same topic with the same meaning, but with different statements. And this was happened in the last exam.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Gad.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, I'm Rabia. I just
Hello.
enrolled in your KAPS exam yesterday.
Yes.
So I have a question. How much should I study in a day if I am going to give the KAPS exam in March 2024?
For March, you need a higher effort. You need to focus more and more because we have only 3 months remaining for the exam. So
Yes.
you need at least 3 lectures per week.
Okay.
You need to listen to 3 lectures per week at least. You may have more than that. Each lecture about 2 hours long if you listen to it. So you need the 2 hours to listen or focus listening. You should be concentrated, plus another 1 or 2 hours to study this lecture from the PDF.
All right.
This will help you to finish the course, finish all the topics, and you can join the revision with us, which is the most important thing for you. The revision will start mostly in the 1st of February. Okay. Before we start the revision, you can listen the already present revision, because this is the revision for the last November exam. And then you can attend with us the new revision, which contain the new update for the coming exam.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Thank you.
And also,
Yes.
I'm with you at any time, so you can send me or send in our groups that we performed any question you need, so we can share the answer with you. I prefer to share the question in the group for everyone to exchange the experience with all of us.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yes. Any other question?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, alaikum salam.
I want to ask the material that you provided in your videos and the lectures, is it enough to pass my KAPS exam, or I need any material like to study books and anything else?
It is much more than enough. Previous members with our course, the passing record was ranging from 95 to 96%. In some previous exams, especially in the last March 2023, the passing record was 100%. All of our members passed the exam.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
so yeah, we can. You'll see also we have the result of November exam in the coming week. So I will announce about it, and you'll see the record of it for your colleagues from the previous exam or previous groups. Mhm. Okay, do you have any other questions?
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
I want to ask, can you show, please, again, where can I find the recording for the lecture and where can I find the live lecture? And
Mhm. Okay, I'll show it again.
thank you very much.
Okay. So, can go to the site again.
صلاة الظهر الآن. الله.
Yes. Now you see the screen. Do you see the screen containing the website?
Yes.
Okay. When you go to your profile, you have an account, and when you go to the profile, you will find the course icon, then press on it. This page will be opened for you. KAPS exam preparation course here.
Yes, I can see it's a page.
Okay. And here you'll find the curriculum. If you open from the mobile, you can see also, if you go down, you will find the overview and curriculum.
Yes.
Okay. So press on curriculum.
Mhm.
The first section, the curriculum form of sections of the chapters, different chapters. So you can
Yes.
go to any of them to listen to the record. Okay. And if you want to know the live lecture time, schedule, and link, you go to the first link here. Live lectures, as you see. Under it, you'll find the schedule and the links. Press on it. This page will open to you, the coming page. Okay, so this is the page of the links and schedule. As you see, here there is a filter, so you can search about specific lecture or scroll down to see different lectures present. Here, as you see, the coming one, the day after tomorrow will be about endocrine. This is for a previous group who are preparing for March. Okay, so this is the lecture number 21.
The
For
lecture
you,
for July group,
mhm,
this is the lecture for
this
lecture
is
one.
this is the lecture one for your group.
Start in 11 December.
Yes, 11 of
Okay.
December at 7 p.m. Sydney time. Here, 11 a.m. in Cairo time. So according to your place, your location, you can adjust the time. And how can you get the link? Just click on it or view event like this. It will direct you to the page of the link. Yes, this one. You'll find here the time. It will appear now. Okay. And the link will be appear here in this part. Yes. After 3 days and 23 hours, or approximately 4 days, the lecture number 1. Okay, it starts at 11 December, 11 a.m. Cairo time or 7 p.m. Sydney time. Its duration about 2 hours. Okay, you can join either via the application of Zoom or via the browser. Any of them will direct you to the link. Okay, this is how can you know the schedule and the link of the live lectures. Okay, so you can attend any coming lecture if you want, even for other groups if you want. Okay.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Any other question about the website?
Sorry for the recording for this lecture. We find it at the same place.
The recording of this lecture, I'll send it to you, a specific one, so it's not found in the website. So I'll send it to you.
How you gonna send this to us?
Mhm. Yes, I'll send it in our group, either in
The community group?
community. Yes, community will be the official group for everything.
Okay.
So, okay. By the way, another part in this website, you'll find this study corner. In study corner, regularly I will post, or I will write a post for different topics. Okay. As you see here, a topic about which is least considered as an essential component for daily nutritional requirement. This was one of the questions of the exam. So here a topic about this question and an important information about this question. Also, you'll find another topics. Okay, this will be regularly distributed in this website, in this page. Okay, so everyone can go to the study corner and read about the posts that present. It will be scientific posts distributed regularly in the coming week. Okay. Another thing for persons who didn't enroll or will not enroll, you can enroll a specific lectures if you want by pressing on live lectures. Okay. It will direct you to this page, the page of live lectures. So you can buy the attendance of specific lectures as you want. As you see here, you'll find different lectures. So you can buy the attendance of one lecture if you want to attend a specific one. For example, the coming one, endocrine system. So you can press on endocrine system from this and buy the attendance, and you will receive the link, and you can attend the link for one lecture only. Okay. So any other question?
Sir, I want to ask, your recorded, your live lectures, the same that your recorded lectures present in
Yes.
course?
Yes. Yes. The records mostly will be the same. If I change anything, I will change the record.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
so those the records are the most recent records from the previous live lectures. If I change anything, I'll change the record completely. Okay, so you will not feel that, but you will find the latest one. And be sure that the record present is the latest one. So do you have any other question? Finally, I'd like to thank you so much about your attendance today. I hope it was useful for all of you, and I'm waiting you in the coming Monday at 7 p.m. Sydney time.
Oh, it will be 8 p.m. because due to the daylight saving.
Yes, according to your place or location.
Yeah, it's a Sydney one.
Yes, according to your location. We have 2 lectures per week, Monday and Thursday, like today.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much and see you in the coming Monday. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. See
Thank
you in
you.
our first lecture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.